So we're off to the BO shop, and Mark nearly turned right because he thought I meant the BO shop in Memorion, and I think I must have mistakenly said the BO shop in Memorion, but I meant the one in Leblanc, which is our original BO shop. I prefer it for choice, and I've not been there for ages, been waiting and waiting to go, keep meaning to go, and there's not been space, not felt well enough. So today we're going. There's a gap in the not feeling well of about an hour, so we're going. It's very nice out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really pretty. It's 9.5 degrees. Got the wood burner going. Did that stay in all night, or did you reset it this morning?
I put one more on this morning.
Right.
Well, it was still going.
So you woke it up this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Joe came over yesterday. It was a busy day yesterday. I wasn't well either yesterday. I'm really struggling to get going, even beyond lunchtime. It's a cleaning day yesterday, was Tuesday. So we got Vicky due in the afternoon. The CPAP technician was coming again because Mark was still having problems with his mask. And Joe had got a hospital appointment, so I said, if you come on your way back for eggs, then come for dinner. So I divided our dinner into 3, which was fine. But I really struggled to get, just to do it. So it was quite a busy day. And then I've struggled again today to get going. It's now just gone 3 o'clock, and it's like, well, now or never. So I don't know what's going on. We did have our COVID vaccines on Friday, and I think we felt on Sunday, was it Sunday or Monday, we felt jaded?
Yeah,
Monday, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, felt a bit jaded and thought perhaps it was that. So yeah. So today I did, so yesterday it was, I'd ordered, with the shopping on Friday, I'd ordered 2 entrecôte steaks. So I cooked those yesterday and then divided them up between 3 of us, and did, oh blimey, sautéed sweet potatoes and some broccoli. And today I made poulet à la Normande, which is known in English as Normandy chicken casserole, and it's made with cider and or Calvados. So we went out yesterday. I'd got the chicken, but I needed the other ingredients, so we went out into, it's the other thing we did yesterday as well, wasn't it? Shopping.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. For the other bits and pieces, looking for cider, Calvados, couldn't find either, whatever you say, couldn't find them, had to ask at the checkout, and then Mark went off with one of the assistants and found the cider, which was not with the alcohol, not with the champagne, not with the wine, not with the beer. That's mad. Anyway, got the cider. I needed creme fraiche, onions. I bought mushrooms, although one of the recipes hadn't got mushrooms in, but I chucked some mushrooms in. Apples, has apples in it. So yeah, so I made that today. It's been a push to make that, and it was okay. I followed the instructions, but I think it needed to be cooked for probably another 20 minutes. It would have deepened and more made it more intense flavour. It was cooked, but hadn't been there long enough for that type of meal. But it was enough for 4 people, so we've got another serving of that, and so that will have sat and improved as it cooled down, and then when it reheats tomorrow it'll be much nicer, and the chicken will fall off the bone rather than need a bit of attention to get it off the bone. They've got an X-ray booked for Friday, and I don't remember whether I've said this. I may not have done. I have remembered having an X-ray before on my I wanted it on my left hip because I thought that's where the pain was. I had an X-ray in 2019, and I went and found that the other day because I've got all my X-rays and the reports at home, and found it the other day. And I think I've said this, but it talks about there's a strong suspicion of a hemi something. When you look it up, it's called Bertolotti's syndrome. That's it. Out of the road. Stay in the road. Make your mind up.
Anybody know what they're doing?
I don't know. It's called Bertolotti's syndrome, and it's where the L5, which is your last lumbar vertebrae at the bottom, just as it meets your pelvis, is joined or rubbing on your sacrum, and it's a congenital problem. So it's something I was possibly born with, which is why I've often had back pain problems. So the X-ray on Friday, because the X-ray that this was reporting on, it didn't clearly show the sacrum because that wasn't the focus of the X-ray. So this time the focus of the X-ray will be the sacrum, and hopefully it will give a clearer picture of what's going on, and then we'll get an idea of what can be done. I hope something can be done, because it's not nice. Although, having said that, I do think it's improving, but don't tell anybody. I don't want to say it out loud just in case, but I do think it is improving a bit. Shh, I know. So I actually slept last night without a pillow under my knees. I managed to lay on my right side for a bit of time during the night. I managed to roll over towards Mark for 5 minutes of a cuddle before going to sleep. Because if I roll over far enough onto the front of my left side, I'm not causing too much pain, but then I have to stop because I can feel the pain coming. So yeah, last night I think it was more comfortable, and I hope it wasn't just a thing. What's the word I'm looking for? A thing. Or whatever.
One-off.
A one-off. That's it. That's 2 words.
I know.
So yeah. Meanwhile, Mark's still gradually bedding into his bunker. Put some pictures on the wall. I hear him now and again doing a bit of modelling. Great loud bangs as he pings something across the floor. Some minute thing, never to be seen again. You thought the carpet monster was bad enough, but your tiles must be worse.
I don't know. I've not really tried searching for anything on the tiles. The tiny bits that have gone ping have been a bit of a rarity, and I think the X-metal fret that they're off supplies extras just in case. I must recognise these things run away.
Yeah, I'm still quite shocked when I walk through, you know, from the lounge through the kitchen into the bunker, how clean it looks. And I don't mean it just, I suppose it looks clean because it always looked so tatty. You know, you'd got all of that wallpaper on that left hand side that had been scratched off by various cats, and I don't know, it just looks very clean as you walk through, not in a antibacterial way, but in a visually,
Yeah.
I suppose it looks nice. It's nice. It's sort of much more an extension of the house rather than a bunker,
Yeah.
or garden shed thing. So you've got yet another new mask,
Yes.
and I thought that you had a better night. I didn't hear your mask leaking. It sounded very quiet, your side of the bed. There were no Darth Vader moments. But
Okay.
actually you said your machine had a red face when you woke up.
Yes, and the technician stuck it on my head and did up the straps, Velcro strap arrangements. And I wonder if she hadn't done them up tight enough. But when I came back to bed after being up for a bit, first thing, I tightened them up, and it still had a red face.
Really?
I'm not sure.
It's mad.
I only did two of the straps. I'll try the other two for tonight and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
But it's quite comfortable.
Yeah. So it sort of wraps around in front of your ears a bit, doesn't it? The pipe or some
Yes.
sort of channel, and then the actual hose comes out of the top of your head.
Yes, there's a sort of silicon tube hoop
Yeah.
over my head.
But
connected to
for
the
me, I hadn't realised that. I think that you had been noisy a lot, your machine, and the other morning I was laying there thinking, I can't, you can't hear my machine. When Mark first had a CPAP machine, you could hear it. It wasn't noisy, but you definitely got a machine going in the bedroom. And then gradually, as technology improved, that went, and it was silent. It was, you could hardly hear it. And I think that yours, not your machine, but you with your mask on, is making noise all the time. Even when it's not leaking, there's more noise. And what we discovered yesterday was, I said to Mark yesterday morning, I wonder whether the pressure is too high, that somehow the pressure is too high, so it's forcing the mask off your face, which is what happened to me about 3 years ago, that I was having problems. The CPAP technicians were coming back with different masks, and each time it didn't work because the pressure on the machine was too high and it was forcing the mask off my face. So we mentioned this to her yesterday, and she looked, and the pressure was up more than it should be. She wasn't very happy with that, and sort of said, well, we didn't do it. Did you do it? Oh, well, we didn't do it. She said, well, it's for us to do it. Like, well, we didn't do it. I don't think she believed that we hadn't tampered with it, but we hadn't. But the pressure was up, so she's adjusted that back down, and I thought that would. Well, I'm surprised that your machine's making a face, because it's an emoji, so it's either a smiling green. Is it green? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Green face, or a red unhappy face. So I'm quite surprised at that, because I thought you had a much better night.
Yeah, probably did. Though my breathing sounded louder to me, but that may be because of these silicone tube things.
Yeah, in front of your
run up
ears.
alongside my ears.
Yeah. That's probably why it was quieter for me, because it was running up your ears, not mine. I'm pleased we've come out.
Yeah, makes a nice change.
It's lovely, isn't it? Well, it's just so nice out here, and I sit indoors feeling like poo. So I'm needing from the BO shop, we need shower gel. I buy litre bottles and top up my old Neal's Yard dispenser bottles, and we use it as hand soap and shower gel upstairs and downstairs. And we need clothes washing liquid, which I had for years, and we're just coming to the end of it. What would that? Is that a gallon dispenser? Is that about a gallon, that size?
I'm not sure which
I don't
one you
know.
mean.
The for the washing clothes thing that's got the pump on it. That big white
Oh, I thought
plastic.
that was for... I don't know.
There is a floor cleaner one as well, but the
Yeah.
clothes one is
I
a...
don't know which...
I don't know how big it is, but I've had it for ages. It's lasted for ages. So long that I've got sick of it. Look at that. Those birds over there. Bit of a murmuration going on. So yeah, I got a bit bored with it. It's called Prop, I think it is, and I bought it from another eco.
Prop is French for cleaner.
Yes, but it's also but it's the brand name as well. I bought it from Body Nature, who are a eco firm who make products for they make skin products, they make cleaning products, they make toilet. I used to get toilet cleaner from them. So yeah, I've had it ages, because you're only using a small bit at a time, but I got bored with it. It hasn't got any smell, and that's always important for me, not to have something that's perfumed. So even if I decided, what the heck, I'll go and buy some Omo or some Persil or whatever, I can't, because the smell will just be too overpowering. But I did buy some recently, a few months back when we were last there. I bought a small amount of washing liquid from the BO shop, and it was cherry and jasmine, but it wasn't very strong smelling. So got to get that. Got to get floor cleaner, because that must be nearly gone. And shower gel. I'm not using eco toilet cleaner because the water is so hard that the toilet just never looks clean. If I try doing it we tried using eco cleaner, so we have to use something quite strong to keep on top of the calcium. Is it called calcium?
Yeah.
Lime scale. It's lime scale.
Calcium carbonate.
Yeah, but we call it calcare here, but it's on top of the lime scale, isn't it? That's what you call it in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's mainly cleaning products, but I should be looking at something for supper.
Not calcium carbonate.
Not calcium carbonate for supper. You can only have that if you specifically ask for it.
Or if you're a troll.
If you're a troll.
Yeah.
The trolls eat calcium carbonate.
Well, they are basically silicaceous life forms, and they eat things and drink things that human beings would be killed by.
What sort of trolls are these? Are they the ones you might find in a Discworld novel?
Exactly.
So not normal trolls then?
Well, how many normal trolls do you know?
Quite a few.
Oh, do you? Not referring to me, of course.
Of course not.
Good.
So we're still absolutely overrun with eggs. In fact, you only came back with 3 yesterday. Two of them were on strike.
There were none this morning.
No eggs this morning. There'll be eggs later.
Yeah.
But I gave 6 to Jo. That was one of the reasons I wanted her to come over, was to just say, I want you to have some eggs, because I'm giving the eggs away to other people, but not to Jo, And so anyway, so she took some eggs. But yeah, I made an omelette the other night. I didn't like it. I don't like omelette. And I think, I need to do something with these. Oh, we had boiled eggs, didn't we? And you weren't well.
Yes.
Immediately. It wasn't like
I don't know what that was.
there was something wrong with them, but all of a sudden your body just said, no, you can fuck off, I don't want that, and you chucked it all up. So sorry, TMI.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to use the eggs.
TMI for me too, thank you.
Oh, was it? Sorry. I pretend I didn't say it.
What's going on here?
There's a man with a sign,
Is there?
with a sign that says no entry.
As far as they're concerned, that justifies stopping the traffic.
He stopped the traffic with it, so he'll turn it in a minute and it will be green. He's turned it, so the traffic will move. If that's what green means. Got nothing written on it.
Well, so it's just green just tends to mean go, doesn't it? In any language.
Pumping something out. I noticed Ida earlier laying down in the sun, but she's laying halfway down the garden because the sun at this time of day is halfway down the garden. So, yeah. I do hope she doesn't think that we control the weather. I do, because I sort of think, on those days that we've had a few days back where it just was raining and raining and raining and she can't come out, I hope she doesn't think that we have left the tap on deliberately.
I think she still sleeps mostly in the half the side of the double sheds that wasn't set up for sheep to sleep in.
The not sheep shelter.
I have seen her in the other one occasionally, first thing in the morning, but it's a bit of a rarity. Contrary sheep. Sometimes rather grouchy.
I was watching Sandy Brock on, what's today, Wednesday, Monday, and they've just started. They've got lambs. Their winter lambing has just started, but she's putting up Christmas decorations, and she was doing that at the end of November, and I have to be careful because a lot of people do that. A lot of people have put their, it's December, so therefore it's Christmas. And I think when I was younger, I'm pretty sure Christmas decorations didn't really go up until a few days before Christmas. And that felt really, looking back on it, it feels really magical, because the Christmas decks go up and it gets all Christmassy, and then Christmas happens. It's not like the Christmas decks go up and then you've got 3 weeks of not a lot happening. I don't understand it.
Well, in France, you drive around, you see faded Santa Clauses hanging about in the middle
March,
of summer.
In Easter.
They don't bother taking them down.
I know, they leave them for ages, don't they?
Yeah.
We did see one. I saw a Santa Claus put up a few days ago locally, and there's along as we come out of San Savan along towards Ontini last year, there was a garden that had inflatables bouncing around, and I noticed as we came past yesterday they were laying deflated on the ground. So I'm sure that they turn them on at night and off they go, and I'm thinking, surely by Christmas you're absolutely bored shitless with those. But that's me projecting.
Don't get traffic jams in France very much. Well,
No.
not where we are.
So I see Dozy Don is sleeping a lot at the moment. Falling asleep at his press conference.
Did he?
Yeah. He sits there with his eyes closed.
I always wonder if these things are AI fake anyway.
No, there was something I saw earlier that was AI, but no, he sits there, closes his eyes, puts his finger under his chin. So it's a very sort of conscious decision to make sure his mouth doesn't fall open whilst he falls asleep. And then just gradually looks like he's nodding, and then opens his eyes a bit and or nods to pretend he's listening, but he isn't. He's sleeping. And when I think about all the slurs at Sleepy Joe Biden, I don't think I've ever seen Sleepy Joe Biden sleeping at important times. So I don't know what all that was about. Projection. Always projecting his own shit onto other people.
He's a primary school playground bully. Basically.
He is, isn't he?
And that's how he. And it's like the rest of the world is just a big toy for him.
And actually, it is having impact
straight.
around the world. It's not just, it isn't just the States that's impacted. People got angry with me. What's it got to do with you? Mind your own business. But actually, it's impacting on all of us. Here's bollocks. Tariffs are impacting on all of us.
The NHS is going to pay more for drugs from America.
BBC's being sued.
BBC's being sued.
When I say on us, I wonder whether in France we are actually managing to resist him, but because I think Macron's good. But yeah,
and I think Trump gets played rather cleverly by Putin, and the war in Ukraine carries on.
Yeah, I wake up every morning hoping for good news.
I did hear this morning somebody talking from Georgia. I didn't realise that had been invaded by Russia. I don't know when, but it still controls 20% of Georgia. I mean, it was one of those old.
Not clear my way.
It was an old part of the Soviet Union. And,
clear my way.
And I don't quite understand it. Nothing's been said about it. It just quietly happened.
Okay, we're here.
And I think Zelensky's right.
I've finished recording now.
Oh, have you?